Good morning, guys. I've had some people asking me for a how-to video on how to make complaints when there is a call to action. Um, so I'm going to do that real quick here for you. Now, generally you'll find the information, the contact information you need in the description or comment section. A lot of commenters will dig really deep for contact information, and frequently you can find numbers in the comment section that you won't find in the description. So let's say you have a video of a police officer drawing a gun on a cameraman who is not in his scene, is at some distance. And the officer has to walk, say, 200 feet to get to the cameraman. Okay, and then when he gets to the cameraman, he draws a gun on the cameraman. Video's posted, contact information is there. You want to call the police department and complain. What you would do is use the contact information. You call. You might also want to call the mayor's office, City Hall. You may also want to post on their Facebook page. Never make threats. Okay, that's not acceptable. All right, but you would call the PD and ask for the chief. They may ask why you want to speak to the chief. Tell them. Say, I have a complaint about an officer. I saw a video on YouTube, and I'm really upset at what I saw in that video. It was uncalled for. It was egregious. It was one of your officers behaving like a bully with a badge. It placed the life of the cameraman in jeopardy, because we know once an officer pulls his pistol, all it takes is just not even a wrong move from you, but something he thinks is a wrong move, and bang, you're dead. You'll be slaughtered right there in the street because you sneezed or you blinked or God knows what. So when an officer pulls a gun, that's not acceptable. You should always call and complain. So you would call, and it's unlikely you'll get the chief. They'll probably, the dispatcher will probably want your name and your phone number, and you just give it to them. You know what? It's not a big deal. You're using your First Amendment right to seek redress from the government officials. Okay, and police officers are considered public officials, government officials. Now, mayors, you may not get the mayor, but they will get the message. When they get 6,000 calls in 8 hours, believe me, they take notice. Okay, so it's important that you call. Your call, you think of it as just one call, but you're part of a big chain. You're part of a big reaction. And that big reaction is what gets the attention of elected officials. And that is important, because once you have the attention of elected officials, things usually will get done. All right. So your next step after the police department, and this is what I will do, is I call the mayor's office. I always do both. And if they have a Facebook, I will generally post a comment on their Facebook. Just outline the incident and ask them why they deem that an acceptable type of behavior. You should always also screenshot your comments, because frequently they will delete them, and there may be at some point a lawsuit based on their destruction of public records. So you want to always make sure and screenshot and save those screenshots. A lot of times people will find, in small towns, the mayors generally have another job and work somewhere else. And a lot of times people will run down the mayor's other job and will call his other job to speak to him, since he won't answer at City Hall. Personally, I don't have an issue with that. I actually think it's a good idea, because again, you're getting the attention of these elected officials. And so anytime you scroll through the comments and see that kind of stuff, I think it's a good idea, me personally. And I generally will call their other place of employment and ask for them, and express my views when I get to talk to them. I don't generally call people at home because frequently commenters will run down home phone numbers as well. I generally don't do that. However, it's not illegal, so whatever. Uh, Again, so I hope you understand what I'm saying here, how you do this. Okay, so here's a typical conversation. Ring ring. Nowhere Police Department. Hi, my name is David. I saw a video on YouTube of one of your officers behaving badly. He pulled a gun on a cameraman. He pushed a cameraman. He detained somebody without cause, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I am upset and concerned about that activity in your department. And I find it objectionable and wrong and possibly out and out illegal. And I want to know what your department is going to do about it. Their typical reply is, "Oh, we know about it. We're doing an investigation." Yada yada yada. Okay. If you get busy signals when you call, it's important that you call back. Okay. Until you get a person on the phone, you should continue to call. And if that takes 2 days or 3 days, do it. It's important. Every call counts. Remember, this is a team effort. You're part of the team. That means you got to do your part. Your part is call, call, call. As a matter of fact, I encourage people to call more than one time. Even if you get somebody, call again. Make sure that your voice is heard. That's why you have a voice. That's why the Constitution gives you the right to express your concerns. So I hope this video is helpful. And you guys, as always, have a good day, and more videos are coming. Be safe.